The Podical sound.
Podcast, you can't win. Talking a good game, you can't win. Topics never lame, you can't win. Win.
Not your average Joseph. Marvelous.
It's ridiculously funny, but funny.
Welcome back to the best no judgment zone space in the world, because neither one of us have any law degrees. I am Batman. Oh, marvelous.
That makes me the Joker. Not your average Joseph.
Not your average Joker.
Not your average Joker.
And we are the Podical Sons. Let's start this show. Did you watch the Batman yet?
Not the new one.
Okay.
I just yesterday watched the latest Spider-Man.
Okay. I'm not the origin story thing.
Batman, I'm not like a real big Batman person.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I'm not either, but I think because the story got overtold so many times, I just don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like that's every time it's an origin story. His parents died. He went for training, and then that.
I mean, for me, when the first reintroduction of the Batman, I think was the first one with the Penguin, the first Batman movie that they did.
You're talking about the Michael Keaton series?
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Michael Keaton... No, the first introduction to Batman? No, they had Jack Nicholson was Joker.
That very first one.
The very
Joker,
first one.
right. Okay, so I think that one, because that was the first time in like the longest time I think Batman hit the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
So that was a moment, right? It's like, okay, we had the Superman, we had, now we're getting Batman. So that was a moment. The first three, yeah. But then after that, like you said, once they kept remaking the dude, I was like,
the Dark Knight series, it slaps.
The Dark Knight series, yeah,
because people died,
right?
And that's what made it kind of real,
right?
Because I think the thing and stuff is that I don't know, when it comes to Batman, me and Batman, we don't see eye to eye. Where I'm like, all right, how many times are you really gonna arrest this motherfucker and just bring him back to this crazy Arkham Asylum and stuff over and over and over and over again?
Yeah.
I'd have been like, yo, this is the second time. I'm like, yo, bro, I got shit to do. You gonna hold this batarang in your neck and we gonna call it a day. And then I'm gonna just drop you off somewhere like, oh shit, your dead body. Less work for me in the end.
Yeah.
Man, that's what I'm like.
See, if you're gonna trap somebody, it's gotta be in like a prism of glass, like Superman did, like Zod. I mean, because then they're trapped forever. You know what I mean? Yeah. You don't gotta worry about them. Asylum is sitting on Earth.
They come in and out that bitch.
Yeah.
I don't even know if they get parole. I just know they break out. So I'm like, if they break out, you might as well just say fuck it. How you gonna have vigilante justice?
But you think like the billionaire Bruce Wayne would help out Batman by making sure that they tighten up the security in the asylum? Nah,
he's a tyrant. He wants him to get out, so he can stroke his ego.
Yeah.
That's it. Welcome, folks.
Welcome. Shout out to Tim if you listen to this episode.
Like, comment, subscribe. PodicalSons.com. All streaming platforms possible. You're rocking with us for the next few. Get comfy.
Yeah.
Get ready to learn some things. Get ready to hear some things.
Shout out to the Marvel and the DC heads out there.
Yeah, shout out to the
More Marvel.
Fuck the DC people.
We're more Marvel
fuck the
people.
The DC people. Come at me if you like.
DC they had a few. They had. Hold on.
You watched Wonder Woman?
I liked one. One of them I liked.
Because DC's trash.
One of them I liked. One Wonder Woman I liked. Yeah.
That's your DC boy right there.
Yeah,
you can't spell Marvel without Marv. Don't bring that DC shit here.
One of the Justice Leagues I like. The last one. Not the
4-hour one?
The 4-hour one kind of, it was epic. I had to sit though. I had to sit for a while.
Who the fuck has 4 hours to give?
You're talking to the dude that sat through Lord of the Rings, bro.
Yeah.
See, I got 4 hours to give.
I got some Z's to get.
Yeah, I know.
I got some Z's to get.
You're Zing in the first half hour.
You're damn right. How you feeling?
I'm good, man. I'm feeling good. How you feeling, man?
I'm good. After this little Marvel DC battle, and then the saga will continue a little bit later. Anything all good? I got no complaints.
Yeah.
body still function to capacity and everything like that. But yeah, I'm here, man.
All right.
I'm here.
No gas rolls for you? No gas? No.
I'm trying to make a move to electric. Boogie.
Yeah.
I'm over this gas dance.
I think a lot of people are at that point where they're considering making that move. And they were at that point the last time gas got high. So I'm thinking now there's
a lot of shit talkers.
Yeah.
What is it? A million motherfuckers on the planet Earth talk that hard bullshit because that's all they're worth. And that's exactly what it tends to boil down to.
Yeah.
Like, I look at it like, if you're on the American side, it hasn't been $2 a gallon like forever.
Okay.
And on the Canadian side, it hasn't been like under $1 a liter in like forever.
Yeah.
Right? You knew this. Set person knows this.
Mm-hmm.
But they still bought high-end luxury car to stunt.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Not a problem.
Mm-hmm.
Your money is your money. What you want to do with your money and everything like that, whatever. Just don't complain about the gas prices.
You see, when they bought it, right, they could afford gas.
How the turns have
yeah,
tables.
that's what I'm saying. A lot of
Because
people.
the tables on fucking turn on their
A
asses.
lot of people is like, do I drive today? Or do I not?
You better walk it out like boy. Better walk it out. I think the gas complaint and stuff is I don't want to say it's overrated, but you want to change the world, get your money up, or be a politician. And if you're not doing either one of the two or stuff like that, rally the fucking troops.
Bro.
And if you're not going to rally the troops, lay down, bend
Fall in
over,
line.
and get screwed.
Fall in line.
Yo, that's it, man. That's it.
All right.
Let's get to the polls. First poll of the week was, is it okay for a married man to accept drinks from a single woman? And 67% said yes. It's just a drink.
67% said yes.
Yes. How do you feel?
I think I was in the yes. I think I was in
yes?
the yes section.
You're in the yes?
Yeah.
I'm not typical man.
Mhm.
I'm marvelous.
Mhm.
I don't know how a typical man feels about a drink. Here's my thing.
Yeah.
My thing and stuff is that it's not often that we talked about this before. Women don't give compliments.
No.
Women don't give compliments.
Much less buy drinks.
Buy drinks. Drinks. Dr. Phil hands are coming out. Drinks.
Yeah.
So I'm looking at him like, if you're buying me a drink,
Right.
you want sausage. You want the D.
She's
So I'm a married man.
She's going after the D.
So I'm looking at her like, yeah, no. I'm going to need you to keep your drink because I'm going to sip this drink and everything. You probably might buy me another one and stuff. Next thing you know it, like your cooch might be in my face in another few hours and I got to explain myself. Like, no. Like, like, I feel like.
You know
Go
why I say yeah?
Tell me. Talk to me.
Because before I was even married, right? I was at this club downtown, right? On the dance floor, dancing by myself, right?
Was it Billy Idol?
It's a-
Dancing with myself.
I was rocking one of those, right?
Okay.
Then out of nowhere, right? This woman comes up and starts dancing with me. We dance about 3 or 4 songs, right? She says she's thirsty. She's gonna go get a drink. She goes, follow me to the bar. All right, cool. Yeah. Follow her to the bar, right? She buys herself a drink, right? She buys me a drink. We drink the drink. And she says, wow, I didn't even realize the time it is. I gotta work in the morning. Thank you for dancing with me. Hope you have a great night. And I said, you're welcome. Thank you for the drink. And then that was it.
So there's no uncut.
There was
after
no
hours.
There was no intention. She just came out, right? had a good time. Apparently, I guess, was by herself. See me on the dance floor, decided to share a dance, bought me a drink, and said, shit, she got to go to work. And she went home. There was no interest in me other than dancing and buying a drink.
So let me hit the buzzer. What is? She talked to her friends and stuff and said, this gay ass man, I bought him a drink.
Well, if she did, right?
All right.
The premise still was, she wasn't shooting no shot more than just...
Nah. Silly smooth. Don't let the youngin' teach you. So
Yeah,
I don't even young. I got some grays in the beard. The youngin' teach you.
Teach me, a wise one.
All right, look here, young blood.
Yeah.
First thing you gotta understand and stuff, whatever, is that if a woman looks at you like this, that's shooting her shot.
That's shooting her shot.
So I don't want to the fuck out of here. She's like, I done grind on this man. I done bought him a drink. I'm offering him a coochie coupon and he not trying to capitalize. She was shooting her shot.
I don't know. I so when you shoot your shot, you just, that's it. That was the shot shoot. And then
Because women have this thing, I don't want to look thirsty. I don't want to seem desperate.
But you bought me the drink already at the bar.
Because that
what was this
that can seem platonic.
Right
that can seem platonic right there.
that can seem platonic.
Yeah, that can seem platonic. Now if she
if it can seem platonic,
right.
can it be platonic?
It could be.
Okay.
It could be.
It can be platonic.
I don't set the bar.
No, we don't. We don't set the bar.
I don't set the bar. I know that for a fact. But my thing and stuff is that I always said this.
Mhm.
From the women that you know of and stuff that are like in your world,
Yes.
how often are they buying men drinks?
I don't know.
Okay, no further question.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah,
You just gotta go with what you know.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying? We can't. What always fucking kills me and stuff whatever is that some people
Right.
try to like troubleshoot some shit and be like, oh, but in Australia they do this. Who the fuck you know in Australia?
Okay. Well then, going by what I know,
And the women you know.
I said yes, it can be bought because me personally has been bought a drink.
How many times?
And it's happened to me once.
Just once.
Yeah, just once.
Okay. Because the other times and stuff.
It's happened to me once.
The dick. They want the damn dick. I'm telling you, man. You think it's a game? You think it's a game out here?
67 women say otherwise. I don't know if they're all women that say otherwise.
No,
probably,
your punk ass is in there mixed.
Probably about 80% men.
Like 80% of men.
80% men.
That one dude and stuff is like, shit, I remember that one chick that bought me the drink, but shit, I can't let my wife know because at the end of the day, like, you know, she did give me a hand job in the car and stuff. And I told her, no, Mary, I can only go this far and everything. Like, miss me with that, man. Yo.
Poll number two.
Can black people be racist? 83% said yes, of course they can.
Why the hell, yeah. I think we can. Yeah, why not?
I think, you know, the thing is that somebody said this to me. I think it was a non-black person, right? Going to the ending of Black History Month. What they were saying is that they said they're happy that black people have so much pride that they don't let certain type of things like falter within the month. So it's kind of like they were mentioning like, all right, you know, like now with social media and everything, you have all these random ass days,
right?
And people can't keep track,
right?
But you can keep track and stuff of like the Black History months. And I think a lot of people and stuff now, like this person and stuff is in their 30s, pushing 40s, but they were saying and stuff that you had the time frame where it was all about Martin Luther King, Malcolm X, like your regular staple folk and everything like that.
Yes.
The reason Martin Luther King won't get shit on and stuff like that is because in January, Martin Luther King Day.
Right.
And then you bleed over to like a few weeks later in February, he's going to be talked about and stuff with her again.
Right.
And the person said it's so shocking to them that now, not being black, newer black people coming up into the Black History Month paying homage to and stuff, they're looking like, who is this person? Who is that person? Oh, for real, they were behind this? Right. So I said, yeah, because I want to say that's the people who are used to doing it the right way.
Right.
Like, you know, they're saying like, okay, we know about Martin Luther King and everything like that.
Yeah.
Who else made marks in the black world? So then the person was saying like, but the Black Judas and the Black Messiah, they never heard of Fred Hampton.
Right.
Never heard of Fred Hampton and stuff like that. until they saw the movie because they're a fan of Daniel Kuya.
Cool. Right. Yeah.
So they're like, oh, because they saw Get Out and they're like, yo, I like Get Out and everything. Oh, this is the guy that was in Get Out. And they watched it. They're like, oh shit, how come I never heard of this person and stuff before? Right. So I'm like, thank you for showing our culture appreciation.
Yeah.
To take, to at least take the extra step. You
to
not being black,
yeah.
to go in and stuff. You're like, yeah, they kind of like it. Whatever. They're like, do you like how this Black History is going? I'm like, nah, I don't like how Black History Month is hitting anymore.
Yeah.
So I told them and stuff, about my woes and everything. Like certain things kind of happen within that month. And we do get the shortest month. Not too many Black people I know like the cold.
Nah.
So for us to get the month in the cold with the shortest month and we get robbed like 3 days.
Yeah, they do realize they took us from a hot region.
Yeah.
Where we were very close to the equator.
Yeah.
We
people on Kilimanjaro possibly like saw the snow. Possibly. Like the mountain regions. Yeah, those mountain regions, yeah. But other than that, everything's kind of nice and tropical and toasty. But with the person, there was...
I think this is purposely done, Marv. I think you're breaking down something here.
I mean, bro.
Yeah, if they had given us a summer month, shit.
Like,
Could you imagine Black History Month during the summer months?
I think it would have been a bang for like the July run.
It would have been too turn for the July run, man.
Because if you get, like, especially in America, you get Juneteenth, right? Now we just got Juneteenth, right? June, the gay and the rainbow community.
Yeah,
they own that.
Yeah, they
got a tight grip on that. They're not letting it go. They clenching butt cheeks for that. They is not letting that go. So you can.
I gotta listen, man. You guys are great. It went from one day to an entire month in less than how many years?
Oh, they run shit. They run shit. They run shit, and they is the pronouns they would use. So,
bro, you think about it.
They run shit.
Think about it, because it didn't stay out of the day for a while. It went to a week real quick.
And then it went to a month. And they owned it. So they had the perfect time and stuff. But we got shafted as usual and everything. Where you see all these type of situations where we get shafted and stuff like that. But I feel like Black people, they do, in a nutshell, they do have these moments where Black pride shouldn't be there to shun another race. It's just to stand up and feel proud and firm of like what you look like and the greatness about people that look like you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like an Asian person that's like, an Asian person should take pride in Bruce Lee. Even if they don't do martial arts.
Yeah.
Even if they don't do martial arts.
Yeah.
Just know for a fact that like this person and stuff has made most of the world, especially a pop culture aspect and stuff, whatever, known as a figure to know for a fact that your peoples can be respected from this thing.
Yeah.
Like we know, like I want to say, if we're going stereotypical stuff, Asians are great with like math and like, and certain type of things. And like, I want to say their cultures and stuff is kind of enrooted in like clan and family type of stuff, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. But like this guy came out of their stuff, I want to say in his world, came to the Western world, became this kind of prominent actor, this film actor and everything, and shed light into the Asian community. So for them to feel great and stuff about him, yes, that's that pride.
Yeah.
When you start to diminish another person's culture, that's not pride no more. This is now power.
No, exactly.
Power. So that's the issue I have with like the whole white power thing.
Right.
Because the white power, you're there to diminish.
Right.
It's not like white pride.
But I mean, power is one thing, but I'll even say ignorance, man. I think power and ignorance, I would say, is the main two. And the reason why I'll throw ignorance in there because you'll often hear Black people use the excuse that we can't be racist because we're not in power. We don't have the power to be.
Right.
Right? But
how you feel about that?
No. You're racist. You can be racist from the standpoint that you see somebody who's not of your culture and you already predetermined what that person's about, what that person's thinking, what that person's actions is going to be based upon a set of ideologies, what you have about that person's race. And that person that you're looking at may not represent that at all.
For sure.
Just like how when white people look at us black people and think, or all the black people, no. Have you spoken to every last black person in the world? So yeah, we can be racist from that standpoint. From that standpoint, anybody can be racist.
I mean, you like what you like, but you have to know for a fact that you're not there to diminishing shit on somebody else. And
Right.
I think that's what a hurtful thing and stuff is that as a black man, I can say to myself, I haven't done that because I was raised different.
Yeah.
Like my longest friend and stuff, I'm 37 this year. My longest friend, we've been friends for 30 years.
Right.
And he's not black.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So, I mean, when it came down to it, I was never raised like that, and I wasn't really about that life and all the above. And my mom, she raised me and taught me to be the type of person and stuff like, yo, be the change you want to see in the world.
Yeah. Yeah.
So we never really looked at the race type of aspect, but then I hear other people saying like, man, Jamaican people get lit with the racism. I don't know, maybe it's just me. Cause like when I hear, is it? Asian women, their pum-pum turned sideways, their vaginas turned to the side. How? One particular race of people? Do everybody else's vagina is like this, but Asian women is like this? So the clit is over, like, which side is the clit on? Like, I don't understand. Like,
I don't know, but it sounds like you gotta lay on your side to do work.
oh my gosh, you can tell you're Jamaican for you even saying some shit like that. Oh my gosh. So
I'm just saying, I'm a comedian at heart.
clearly,
it sounded like an opportunity for a joke there.
He said, "Fuck it." Is that an alley-oop or a shot? I don't care. I got this. He's slap it. I feel like black people, us as black people in a collective.
Yeah.
I am one of you guys and all the above. We are in this together. We need each other. The non-blacks, we need them. You want some of this change. If you live in a community where it's predominantly 97% or higher black, guess what? You're winning. This conversation or this PSA ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
It ain't for you.
It ain't.
But if it's not, we need each other. Period.
Yeah. No, I mean, it's really, once you really understand the us against them mentality, really doesn't have anything to do with color. On a global stage, I think we'll start to cooperate with one another. I mean, I've said it all the time. Like, I'm at the point where I don't see racism more than I see classism. And I look at the classism as, bruh, if what Marva's saying, if you don't start getting on your P's and Q's now, poor people are going to be poor of every color. Rich people are going to be rich of every color. And it's going to be the poor and rich that are going to be arguing it out. Not the black and whites.
And the funny thing is like China, no, more so India. Because India with like the slum of Mumbai. And you have those billionaires and stuff in India.
Right, yeah.
It's not the billionaires in India are white and the people that live in the slum are Indian.
Yeah.
They're the same race.
Yeah.
China has like all these billionaires.
Yeah.
And you have people outside in China, like some rural part, eating like whatever they can catch for food.
Whatever they can catch.
So it's a classism thing.
For food.
It's a classism. It's not a race thing. It's a class thing.
It's a class thing.
So I'm like, hey, Jay-Z spit some bars and stuff telling you he eating like, yo, so what was the chick say in the song? I fucking love it. The hours and hours. She's like, we're eating lobster towers. I was like, towers of lobster? Fuck, that's extravagant. That's some Jay-Z shit.
I just finished the Yeezy documentary, right? Now, for the first two documentaries, and I want to say a good portion of the third documentaries, the majority of people who I seen around Kanye were black people, right? So it got to the point where they started talking about Kanye and his real estate investors. And they were all sitting at the table. Kanye was the only black person. I forgot which island they were on, but he was showing like another island where they've started construction, building whatever. And he's talking about the people around him and said, yeah, these people are responsible of building shit on islands. It wasn't black people he was with.
He's in a different class.
They're not looking at Kanye and saying, hey, a stupid black guy. No, they're looking at Kanye and saying, hey, this rich man. About to make us get more richer. Classism.
How do you feel about the Coogler situation, the Ryan Coogler?
Oh, that shit's crazy. Shit is crazy.
Yeah?
First of all,
okay.
So it was he just walked into any Chase
Bank of America.
And at first I thought it might have been one that he frequent regularly. And then I could understand, I could see it being, okay, real fucked up if you're used to me doing this. Right?
Okay.
The fact that he came and went to the teller and gave the teller that note. As the teller getting that note, I probably would have been apprehensive right out the get. But as soon as he gave me the account information, I should have been able to be at ease knowing, okay, this man obviously is not trying to rob the bank. He's got the right account information, right? What she should have did, even at that point, if she still wasn't sure, is ask for credentials.
Call manager.
The
whole situation was stupid to me. I'll tell you why. When it was thrown at me, I didn't get the audio from her 911 call.
Right.
So I didn't know she was black.
Okay.
Right? When I heard the story, the situation and stuff, I'm like, he wrote it on the note, how much do you want? In the history of bank robbing, from the movies that we've watched,
right?
I'm pretty sure you saw tons of bank robber movements.
Yeah.
Which bank robber walks in and say, I only want $12,000, be discreet? So you say, give me all the money you got?
It's just insane. The note is the dead.
The note! I want $12,000 cash.
Yeah.
Please be discreet.
Yeah. By the way, from this account,
I have my card. She asked for ID.
Yeah.
It says California.
Right.
Because he lives in California.
Right.
You're in Georgia.
Right.
Call your manager.
Yeah.
Call your manager. The name and everything matches up to the account. The ID matches the face.
But I'm shocked in this day and age, though, that like your ID is not already tied to your account. I'm shocked. I'm like thinking, even though it's probably some privacy thing, I'm shocked banks are not doing that.
So it depends. I want to say like this okay, especially in America, everything runs with like, remember, each state is run kind of different.
Right.
And especially like in the fine-tuned details and stuff, it'd be like, oh shit, Alaska is not like New York.
Right.
In the fine-tuned details and stuff, whatever, right? So I don't think they would normally do that.
Right.
To some extent, whatever, but I think they would just like jot down the common thing and stuff as whatever, your ID dates.
Yeah.
So they make sure like nothing is expired, everything is active.
Right.
Run it. If you had an issue that much, call manager. Because manager's been like, okay, we don't know set person.
Yeah.
But we know stuff like this person wants this. So now you have two people verifying set person.
But in this... So she spoke to nobody before she made the 911 call? She just took it upon herself to make that 911 call?
Because the first time in history that bank robbers only wanted $12,000 and be discreet. And on the back of the slip, the bank slip,
yeah,
he wrote it in the comments section. Comments. What else are you supposed to put in the comment section? Draw a happy face? As I said, the whole thing was stupid. The whole thing was dumb. So that's why I'm like,
listen, man.
The whole handcuff. Go ahead.
If I'm going to the bank and I'm withdrawing a large sum of money, And I
$100
know,
for me.
I'm in this like maybe I don't know where he was. It might not be as fuck it. It could be the greatest area in the world, the safest area in the world. I still don't want my money to be counting out in front of people to see me walking around
And
with
that was
wads of cash.
That was the discreet
Of
thing.
course.
That was the discreet
So
thing.
it makes perfect sense why he would want to be discreet.
$12,000 cash.
Yeah.
I see no qualms in this.
Nothing
None
in
whatsoever.
that at all. Matter of fact, you shouldn't even have to ask for that service.
No, but some people and stuff, whatever, you just gotta let them know.
Yeah.
Because I never forget, like the funny thing too, what movie was that? I Think I Love My Wife. When Chris Rock was like, can I have some condoms? I can't hear you. Speak up. Some condoms? Oh, you want condoms? Which ones you want? We got the rib, we got this, we got the that. He's like, quiet ones? Don't put my business out there. Like, and the funny thing too and stuff is that I want to say one day, let's say I was getting ready to go to America, right? Getting ready to go to America and everything like that. I'm like, you know what? Oh shit, bank is still open. Instead of me changing money at duty free, I can just change money and stuff here. So I ran into the bank. I was probably like the second to last person. I think it was like, my bad. It was like one more person behind me and stuff. They ran in like, oh shit, bank's open too. So they're like, how do you want your US funds? So I said, you know what? Because I think I did like change up like 1,000.
Yeah.
Right? Change up like 1,000 and stuff. I'm like, you know what? Give it to me and stuff and like, give me 400s and hundreds and rest in 50s and 20s if you can. If you guys have that and stuff like that, right? She said, okay, cool. They had to go off to the side because remember, they're normally using Canadian currency and shit like that. She had to go do all the above, right? Not a problem. Asshole extraordinaire behind me and stuff with her. Going to America, huh? Because it's an open, loud conversation.
Yeah.
So now, Coogler, from what I hear about Coogler, he's a man of like few words.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like it.
He's a man of few words.
Set directing.
Right.
Probably that's when he does the
He's
most
a man
talking.
of few words. So if you're not even a talker and stuff like that, if I would have wrote like, this is how I want the money, nosy motherfucker wouldn't even know nothing.
Yeah.
Right? So again, write on the comments. Nobody has to know nothing but just you two.
Yeah.
Because I'm like, if you're a bank robber, why would you say only $12,000? Only $12,000? You're robbing a bank for only you're gonna risk everything for only $12,000? What I say? Empty everything into a bag.
Yeah.
You have a limit.
That's got a limit.
Fuck out of here. I the way and for him to, you know, when the police came out and everything like that with the hands up and all the above, that's the trauma that black people go through.
Yeah.
He had no choice. Like your first reaction and stuff is like, yo, I don't want no problems. Because me as a black man, confrontation with police and stuff, whatever, I know. And that's what I try to teach my son.
Listen, they detained the people that were in the car waiting for him.
Yeah, of course. But that's what I'm saying.
Imagine their plight.
It's not even that. See, the thing what I got hot with whatever is the fact that, again, us as black people / black men, our run-ins with the law are not too good.
No.
Our odds and stuff are not too good. Set black woman, put a black man in a possible situation like this.
Yeah.
I felt the type of way. Just me.
Yeah.
So I looked at the situation and stuff, took a deep breath. I'm like, you know what? Thank God it ended that
What I was about to say is that, I mean, because of his character, I mean, just the way he handled himself in that situation. First of all, he was upset, he was emotional, but he did not let that part get the better of him. He stayed perfectly calm and that's what you did. Sorry, but when you're in that situation, I mean, I'm gonna have to ask black men to just watch how he kind of handled this situation. And hope that you have black officers that are willing to respect you when you behave like that.
Yeah, but if you...
Because that's the other part to it.
I can't... See, my thing is I can't swear how I might feel.
Yeah.
Like I might... Certain topics I get turned from.
Yeah.
So much as now you're putting me in a situation and stuff where I know I'm 150% innocent, and now you're throwing cuffs on me, you're slamming me down. You've been handcuffed and thrown on a police car and all that type of stuff. You're looking like You didn't do nothing. And you're supposed to be all calm and stuff after that, whatever. All of a sudden, bust your head on the damn hood of your car. Hey, officer, the way you treated me was not polite.
No?
So that's what I'm saying. I'm like, it's a lot. That's a lot. That's a tall order to ask from people.
It's a tall order to ask. It's a tall order to ask.
It's a tall order and stuff. And I'm like, the humanity aspect and stuff is that, fuck it. Say you're oblivious to all the shit that black people has been through and stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
If some space, shape, or form you're oblivious to it and stuff. And you're looking like, where does your logic just kick in and stuff and say, what kind of dumbass will only rob a bank for $12,000?
Well, a better question is what's the training for procedures like that?
That's between Bank and America. They issued their apology. So I don't know if like it might be in their procedure to do that.
There would have to be some sort of you're a teller. You gotta have some sort of training for your tellers on what to do. What's the procedure when a bank robbery's in process?
Who knows? Who knows? That right there is between the company and stuff, whatever.
Tellers out there, if you listen to the pod right now, not while you're banking, I don't want you to get in trouble. But if you listen to the pod, please, shoot us off a message and let us know if there's training procedures that you got to undergo when you're doing your I guess 30-day, 90-day probation, whatever it is that you got to do before you become a full-blown teller at the bank. Because I would assume
she's racist. That's a black person that can be racist at your own time.
That's a black person that can be.
Go ahead.
Either that's taking out too much money, so I'm gonna teach you.
You gonna learn today.
You gonna learn today.
I don't know.
Again, I mean, I'm almost. Well, here's the thing. It was she was black. The officers, majority of the officers were black.
The ones I seen in the videos, two of them were white.
Two of them were white?
And two of them, the ones I see on TMZ. The ones I seen.
I think the sergeant I think came by.
Because I seen the video when he was in the car. He was sitting outside and stuff right before they took off the cuffs.
Okay.
The ones that took off the cuffs both of them were black.
Okay.
But there was one standing talking to him, and another one there's a white guy standing right there.
Okay, so the TMZ video I saw was they're in the bank still.
You're still in the bank.
Yeah. So it says two officers came and approached him while he was still standing at the teller. Mm-hmm. Then they showed that piece, and then they showed the piece where he's in the car.
Yeah.
But the one when he's in the room is the two officers I think he's talking to. I believe both of them were black. But I'm saying like it's because it was ATL. No. Yeah. ATL.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, can you imagine if that was where's our problem state?
Minnesota.
Now, what if it was the Bank of America in Minnesota?
A whole lot of wrong. I don't know. That's just my take on it and everything. That's what I was more heated from that situation.
Yeah, the fact that she
all's well that ends well. But my thing and stuff is that this man, Ryan Coogler, God bless his mental state and mental fortitude.
Yeah.
To break off and handle a situation and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I don't know if I'd be that good. Like I can speak for that, like, and I'm not speaking for majority, but my thing and stuff is like, okay, I've been accused of things and stuff before. Like I've been accused of somewhere of stealing. I was like, I have one bag. There's the bag. Check it. And I told himself, just know for a fact, when you check it underneath the camera, and I'm gonna need the footage because I'm gonna sue you for defamation of character.
Yeah.
So check it. So when they hear that, they're like, oh, I guess you didn't steal anything. Oh, why? Because I came with proper terminology.
Yeah.
I'm like, you assume all black people are stupid? That's how when people are like, oh, you talk black? I'm like, does that mean you talk stupid? I don't understand. Explain to me.
Mm-hmm.
So when because I guess they assume we're all this one way.
Yeah.
And everything, then hey, okay, I know you're racist. That's cool. I want no part of you, no space, shape, or form. This interaction, now that I know that you're racist, will be our last interaction.
Right.
And we just keep it pushing.
Keep it pushing.
Let me ask you about the Calvin Ridley situation with the NFL.
All right.
You think there's a difference between his situation, well, why he got suspended for gambling, and Pete Rose's situation, why he's not in the Hall of Fame. Because they both bet on their teams to win.
Right.
If they bet on their teams to lose,
Right.
when then therefore they would hold back performance to help the team lose, I would see an issue with that.
Yeah. So both of them were betting on their. I know.
Pete,
he was betting. First gentleman's name.
Calvin.
I know Calvin was betting, but so he was betting on his
Falcons.
on the Falcons.
On the Falcons.
Okay.
He's betting on the Falcons to win.
Man, I don't see much difference in it. I think what sucks is that this guy's gonna lose money over it. Where Pete Rose, Pete Rose already played out. The only thing that Pete was fighting for was to get into the Hall of Fame. Right? This guy's suspended for a year. Not only is he suspended for the year, he's got to forfeit that salary of, I can't remember how much it was.
Oh, for the Falcon player?
Yeah, for that year.
Yeah, about like what, 11 mil?
11 mil, that's what it was.
Yeah.
He's got to forfeit the 11 mil for a year. Mm-hmm. This would have been his free agency year. So there is a lot riding on the fact that he's doing something that I don't care what anybody says. All athletes do it, whether we catching you or not.
You see, okay, to me, I feel like in Pete Rose's time,
yeah,
you had bookies to go to.
Yes,
bookies, and like the possible legal, semi-legal Vegas things.
Yeah.
Now everything's so incorporated within the game.
Mm-hmm.
Like here we have Proline.
Yeah.
In America, you got like FanDuel, Bet365.
There's a few of them in this.
You got a lot of these things and stuff,
yeah.
whatever, right? That you can bet with and everything like that. And it's like I want to say like he could have had his cousin or somebody bet for him.
Right.
Where I guess with the mistake or the moral story is like you want to gamble and shit like that. Have somebody you fuck with bet for you.
And I'm assuming it's got to be the thrill of it, that you want to be involved in it. That's the only thing that I could see.
Well, I mean, I guess, because I mean, in any case, you believe in it yourself.
That too.
Because if you bet on yourself to say you're going to lose and stuff, whatever,
right?
Then that's what I'm saying. Like, they throw the ball, he's a wide receiver. They throw the ball, and you're like, oh, he missed a simple catch.
Yeah.
And then you pull him up for this thing and stuff, you're like, that motherfucker's out here rigging the damn game.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
But he out here like, yo, we gonna win this bitch. You're believing in yourself. Aren't you supposed to believe in yourself anyway?
But the funny thing is, is that this betting didn't occur until he took himself out of the season anyway. So it's not like
he was off for the mental health.
Right, yeah. So it's not like he's saying to himself, I'm gonna bet on the game and then throw the game. Right? Like he can't do that. What they're arguing is that he's still got contact. He's still in contact with other players. You understand? So from that standpoint, it could look like there's collusion. There could be there's a possibility of
collusion,
right?
Okay.
The NFL is saying because the perception that there could possibly be that like it ruins the integrity of the game, which I understand that. But there's a lot of shit that ruins the integrity of the game. It's not that just one thing.
If that be the case, all the athletes hearing this shit, whatever, make your cousin or your brother or somebody you fuck with make the bets for you.
That's it.
And then when that money come in, you let the motherfuckers transfer this shit, and then you get them a little cut.
That's
because if that be the case, like I don't see. My thing and stuff is that I was always confused with everything. Now is so incorporated with betting. Hell, you watch an NFL game, the commercial like, this is sponsored by FanDuel, where you could bet online and everything like that.
Yeah.
Proline.
Yeah.
Bet on these NFL games and turn into a millionaire with the possibilities. So I'm like,
remember when bookie was such a dirty word?
what? What? That is just regular degular. Like, yo,
Yeah.
people doing pro lines on their phone. They're like,
Yeah.
I ain't gotta go know that.
This is the bookie. This is the new bookie right here.
Yeah. I don't know.
So the fact that now he's going to have to sit out a year, he's going to lose this 11 mil.
Mm.
What do you think the what do you think has to happen going forward, other than you getting somebody else to do your dirty work in gambling?
Mm.
What do you think that there's got to be an educational process to happen? We're not saying that, because the NFL or sports is saying that they can't. We're not saying you can't gamble. We're just saying you cannot gamble on your sport,
on the sport
you're
you're playing. How do you regulate that, though?
How do you regulate?
How do you regulate that? And that's why I always said the number one market is still the black market. There's always ways to get into the black market or to be there in the black market.
Right.
It's regular market and stuff is that you have a gambling thing. You want to bet on certain type of things. Okay, they want to put you in collusion and stuff. There's no space, shape, or form you can avoid it. You're gonna bet what you know.
Yeah.
Why would you bet on even like stocks? You know nothing about a stock, and you're gonna dump so much money into it. Are you brave enough to that? Some people are not that brave enough.
Nah.
You want to bet on something that you know that you're more sure of.
Yeah.
That's why the whole gambling aspect exists.
Yeah.
Is it red or black on the roulette? I believe it's gonna be a black.
Yeah.
And you're gonna bet your money, or majority of your money, on the black. So if you've kind of bet on what you know, you might not. Let's say that they're savants, and all they know is NFL shit.
Yeah.
Why the fuck would they bet on soccer?
Is it true? Is it true?
So I'm like, to stop it, I don't know how they think they're going to stop it and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I just know for a fact that when it comes down to it, this is not the first, nor will be the last. Because
So farther from the last.
Pete Rose's situation and stuff, I want to say kind of like, to me, was kind of like a first of its kind.
Yeah.
But they never had FanDuel. They never had Bet365. They never had
Nope.
ProLine.
They didn't have none
All
of
these
that
things
stuff.
and stuff. So now this shit is incorporated and stuff. What are you betting on? World Poker Tournaments? You don't know who the fuck? Yeah, no.
The NBA had gambling rings.
Everybody.
It's like
Everybody.
it's gonna happen.
Everybody.
It's gonna happen.
I have a question for you.
Shoot.
This is from I had a conversation with somebody earlier in the week.
Okay.
You don't care about body counts. Women and body counts.
Nah.
I don't care about women and body counts. But a person brought up a valid question, and I couldn't wait to throw it at you.
All right. Let's go.
Would your wife be your wife if her body count was over 30?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Explain.
Well, I've never asked my wife about her body count.
Bitch, you know your wife's body count.
I know it,
I'm about to
but I've
say.
never asked her about it. So if it was 30 or not, she could tell me. At this point I gotta take her word for it, right?
Right.
But it could still possibly be a 30 or more.
Well, it's not even at this point.
Yeah.
It's kind of like
At the
before.
get-go, when we're meeting, when we're just
Well, let's say you've been together for about a year. We're painting a hypothetical. You've been together about like 2 years.
Yeah.
2 years you guys have been together and stuff like that. And throughout the course of the years and stuff throughout the course of the months to lead into the 2 year mark, she's now explained to you and stuff like, she's date this dude, she's see this dude and stuff like nothing came out of that, blah, 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 and everything and stuff. Dude, you still buy the engagement ring.
Yeah. At that point, I mean, if we're 2 years in deep, it's gonna be more than the sex.
You hear that?
I mean, that's just the way
Hear that, ladies?
That's the way I'm looking at it. 2 years. You could have the bomb ass sex for the 2 years if there's not anything else. If there is nothing else other than the sex, it's not going past the year one. I don't even think it's going past the 6 months. So after 6 months, Man, I could care less of what your body count is. And to be quite honest, I think I got over the whole body count thing early 20s. Prior to that, I might have a problem with your high body count. Yeah.
No, because I look at it where, like, for me, if it was over 30, and stuff, I'd have been like, well, first and foremost, it's higher than mine because I'm a virgin. And I will save myself for this moment for you.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And then the shocker is that you have more experience on your belt than I do. All I know how to do is basic stuff. And clearly you're like expert porn star aficionado.
Just be glad that you're going to have a hell of a wedding night.
That she don't get tired and fall asleep. I'm hearing people don't consummate marriages no more. They sleep. That's the wild shit that I'm hearing out here. I'm like, y'all not fucking on your wedding night? Oh, your photos here, do this, then the third. Like, we were just tired, we were just exhausted. I was like, speak for your fucking self. Ask the other half. The other half is probably like, oh yeah, baby. Tonight's your night. I done popped 2 Viagra's for this shit. I feel like women are still, like, I want to say like Amaryllis, like the slut walks and all that type of stuff and everything. Those ones are true and confident. It can happen. Women's numbers and body count stuff, whatever, can tally up and go up. What's the rule of 3? If a woman tells you a body count, you multiply it by 3.
Right.
And if it's a man tell you stuff, whatever, his body count, you divide it by 3.
Divide by 3.
Because, men will lie and stuff like that, whatever, right? But I look at it where I wouldn't be like hesitant like to wife her, but I'd be hesitant and stuff to know why so many guys it hasn't worked out for you.
Right.
Let's say in a year, a woman can probably sleep with 3 guys.
Yeah.
Beginning of the year, then it probably fizzled out before summer.
Right.
Hot girl summer kick in.
Right.
Cuffing season kick in.
Right.
You multiply that, and that's 1 year.
Yeah.
Let's say you add on the years now. Let's say you put 5 years to that and stuff. That's now 15 dudes.
Mm-hmm.
I don't see like it's to be anything wrong and stuff with the sleeping with people factor. I just look at the stuff as that you've dated 15 dudes.
Right.
What's going on with you? Why this?
Well, what if she doesn't want the relationship? She just needs to get a nut off.
And that's it. So that's what I'm saying. The body count wouldn't matter. It'd be the state of mind. So once I figure out her state of mind and stuff, it's like, yo, I'm just fucking to get my rocks off. Yeah. Okay, say that then. No said.
Right.
Am I one of these ones? No, I feel like you're the keeper.
Right.
You better sell me a dream. you better be like, I'm the only guy in the world. Like, yo, sell me a dream.
Yes.
And if you can sell me a dream like then
you might buy in.
I'll definitely buy in.
Yeah.
I'll definitely buy in. That's a bet.
That's a bet that you can.
That's
you
a
can
bet
do.
for the next 365 that this man will do with her for the rest of our lives.
There you go. There you go.
And that's called wordplay, folks.
Wordplay.
Salute to hip hop.
That's called what? That was a triple entendre there.
Yeah.
Double triple entendre.
Yeah, like she got ass steroids, but her booty looks meteor. Did she plan it? I don't know. It's one of them things. Okay, let me ask you something and stuff before we get to like that question of the week and everything. Real shit. Have you ever seen a fast food worker lose a fight before?
No.
Why do these customers always feel like they can fight a fucking fast food worker?
They look down at them. It's like,
is that what it is?
It is. You know what I mean? You're just a lowly fast food worker. There's nothing going on.
But I feel like especially like Waffle House. You can go on YouTube and find Waffle House like compilations of Waffle House workers putting the beats on people like Dre.
Listen, man.
So go ahead.
Let's have this conversation, man. Like, listen. Fast food workers? That's an entry job for a lot of, you know what I mean?
Boxers? MMA fighters?
You know how you go to Hollywood and waitressing is the gateway for budding actresses?
Oh shit. You're right. You need
something to pay the bills before you make it. You gotta have something that's gonna give you the flexible schedule so you can train.
That part right there. You're right.
This is why you shouldn't. You know what I mean? Don't look at these workers as just lowly people, man. They got something else behind that. You know that curly fries. They should.
I was in
They
Wendy's.
shooting on at you.
I was in Wendy's. There's a Wendy's right by the Walmart that I go to. So I
Right.
said, you know what? Park the car here. Let me just walk over to the Wendy's and then just walk back and then boom, boom.
Yeah.
Dip back and head to the house. When I go into Wendy's and stuff like that, the lady's getting turned with the Wendy's worker chicks. And the chick's like, she said, look, miss, you ordered this. I asked you, is anything else? And she, well, I didn't hear you. So then the other chick who's working back there in the Wendy's and stuff, whatever, she's looking like, I don't know why this fucking lady keeps raising her damn voice and stuff like that. You got something to say? You can come around the corner and come over the counter. So the girl's like, look, man, fuck this job. And I was like, I mean, minimum wage. You don't really got too much to lose.
Minimum wage, there's some dime a dozen, man.
The dime a dozen. I don't know what. Let's say the chick was like probably she worked somewhere. Let's say she worked in a hospital for like my purpose. She worked in a hospital and everything like that. I'm like, one, there was some young dudes and stuff, whatever. They're about to order, and dudes like they about to fight. Phones went up, so I'm like, do you really want you to be on camera get these beats? Cause I feel like these three chicks about to jump your shit.
Mm-hmm.
Are you wise? So she looked at me. She's like, can you believe this shit? I'm like, lower your voice. I told them, I'm like, lower your voice. Fast food workers, they make excellent fighters.
Yeah.
And when I said
They
that,
might be training in the back during break.
I feel like Waffle House. On Waffle House like application, they ask you, do you have hands?
Yeah.
Can you fight?
Yeah.
Can we call somebody for your references to see if you can fight?
Customers are known.
Do you have video footage?
Out of order. We're going to need to know if you have hands.
They're like any late night establishment and stuff, you're gonna get belligerent people.
Yeah. You're
gonna get belligerent people.
Yeah.
People gonna come in drunk, high, whatever the hell. They're not gonna come insane.
No, they're not.
So we just need to know, do you have hands?
Yeah.
Because we don't have enough money to hire security. You have to be part security, pass/worker.
How good is your fisticuffs?
Fisticuffs. Enough said, man. Enough said. Let's get to the question of the week. Question of the week. Besides money.
Wait.
Talk to me.
Wait.
You still want to go on
wait.
this? Okay. You let me know when you're ready.
Wait. Who do you think got the better hands?
Out of what, employees?
The fry cook or the burger flipper?
Depends on the establishment. Hear me out.
Hmm.
If you work in White Castle,
Right.
White Castle, a lot of motherfuckers order a lot of fucking burgers. Those sliders. So you out there.
Yeah.
So like
he's got that.
your wrist game and stuff is kind of impeccable. So you got like a cross heart clinch going, whatever.
Yeah.
If you're at, let's say somewhere like, give you like a Harvey's.
Yeah.
Harvey's, motherfuckers get technical and stuff. I want a salad. I want a poutine. I want this. I want that. I want a vegan thing and all that type of stuff. Some shit you just gotta drop in like some fryer.
Right.
I don't think their hands as good as the fry person. I feel like the fry person and stuff, whatever, you just got this little. That's it.
Yeah.
So like your uppercut skills might be on point.
Well, that's what I'm saying, because that fry basket can get pretty weighty.
Yeah. So I'm saying you got a little gravity to your uppercut. Whatever, right? But I feel like the flippers, like, like that jab and the straights, that they just come natural with the shoulder. So it's like Karate Kid. Wax on.
Wax on, wax off. Wax on, wax off.
So that, you trained your whole life for this moment. It's like one of them bitches.
So I feel like the burger flipper, I feel like he's ready, willing, and able for the static. So I feel like he's the first one that's going to come from around the back to the front.
You think so?
I think so.
It depends on the person. See, I look at this stuff as the person, but I just feel like if we're going to talk about like hands, because they probably might look at stuff like, yo, we just need somebody kind of brolic to be in the back.
Yeah.
Because we ain't bringing security in this bitch. How many McDonald's have you walked in and seen a security guard?
Yeah, that's...
Exactly.
Yeah.
Wendy's, fast food places.
Nah.
Not too many.
Not too
Not too many and stuff like that, right? So they're like, yo, do you have hands?
fisticuffs.
It might take some time before police come to the scene.
Yeah.
Can you hold it down?
Yeah.
The end. And you have references for your fights. Are there World Star fight compilations that you're in? Are you in the 3 minute and 14 second mark? You know? So that's it. Question of the week, man.
Question of the week.
Besides money, what would you like more of?
Time.
I said time too. Why?
Because I don't think there's enough of it, man.
What would you do with the more time?
See the world.
See the world.
Yeah.
Okay, so you want more time and stuff like to do damn near traveling. See, I feel like, I don't say I'm stretched thin, but I feel like I would like to spend more time with set people in my life because I don't know how much time I might have with them.
Right.
Right? So I want to say, that's why I try to take the time and stuff, whatever, to interact with the ones that do reach out to me.
Yeah.
I want to give them damn near as much as I can before I want to say like impeding into other business. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like if I get a phone call before work, like, oh shit, why you call so early and stuff? And I'm like, you and I, we spoke sometimes before I went to work.
Yeah.
And I'm looking like,
while you're walking.
Yeah, when I'm walking to work and everything like that, right? And like that, I'm like, the fact you call me that early, you could have been doing anything else in the world, but you're here with me and stuff like that. I appreciate that.
Yeah.
So I will give you that time and stuff until it impedes into like that other time.
Right.
Right. And I feel like if I had more time, I would spend the time with the peoples and everything that really would want to, that I think would really want to spend time with me.
Yeah.
Because I don't know how much time I might have with them.
Yeah. No, I agree. I'll agree to that. I was actually saying, not only saying that, but trying to live more to it. So there was
to it,
especially now that I've been off. I've now been making use to that time. So a lot of people who I haven't been able to get to and see, I've made the effort to actually just go out there and just
because you have the time.
Because now exactly right. Because now I have the time to do it. So that's what I'm saying. It's exactly what you're saying. Like these things. It's not that we wouldn't want to do it or don't want to do it.
Mm-hmm.
Time, man.
The allowance of time is
time.
I mean, hey, because I feel like the essence of like people. I was gonna say man.
Yeah.
The essence of people. We've done. I want to say like to small things to great things throughout the course of like so many. I want to say centuries.
Yeah.
Centuries, right? I'm not shitting on the Homo, the Homo erectus and all that type of stuff for them, the caveman, but I'm just saying like, at least it's like, you're supposed to sleep for 8 hours. If not, some people get like, in my case, I might get like 5.
Yeah.
I might get like 5 and stuff, whatever. Good times, I might get like 5 hours of sleep. But I mean, I'm scheduled to work for like 8.
Yeah.
Most of the time for like 8 hours and everything. God bless that my commute to work is minuscule like that. Not everybody has that luxury.
No.
Right? So some people might spend an hour getting to work, an hour coming back, or, on weather and all that type of stuff. And these things encroach on your time.
Yeah.
Possibly from your families, possibly from other loved ones, possibly from being the best version of them. Because I hear some people and stuff like, I don't have time to work on myself. And I'm like, shit, really? I'm like, what do you mean? And they're like, well, I go from work till I go from school. And by the time I'm done studying, it's now sleep again to repeat the process and shit. And I was looking like, that's fucking feasible. That's real shit.
Yeah.
So I'm like, maybe when your schedule might, have some allowance stuff to it, then you can probably utilize that time. But then they're like, I have a son. I have this. My parents want me to do things for them and stuff, whatever, because they're getting elderly. I have to go here. I have to do this. Maintain the house. I have to go here. Fix this. And I was looking like, holy fuck, we all need more time. I thought it because I don't want to say it's like a selfish thing, but it's kind of like you put yourself first.
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, I thought I needed time. You need more time than me.
And I think the more things that fall onto your plate, the more I think you should start looking into ways of managing your time, some sort of time management schedule, because at that point, if you don't create a schedule, you'll never have time for yourself. You'll never have time for yourself. At least with creating a schedule, you can see where the open spaces might appear.
Yeah.
Right? And then you can say to yourself, okay, there's a space I can fit me in, right? I can do something for me. And then once you find that space, schedule it and keep it to that. Because you might, if you don't schedule it, you might take advantage of that one space one time, do something for yourself. And never again.
Yeah. Facts.
So you schedule it like everything else you scheduled in your life. But you definitely have to make time for yourself.
I think I don't know if they do it with the schools and stuff anymore, but I remember when I was in grade school, they had that thing where they tell you, oh, jot down what you do within your time of the day.
Yeah.
To help give you like a taste of like what you do in the day, and then, because you're mindful now. Like I want to say you're aware of stuff like, okay, between the hours of like 12 p.m. and like 12:30 p.m., what were you doing? Right? Yeah. And I want to say some people would be like, oh, well, in our case, we're recording podcasts. Right? And then some other people would be in a situation where like, I was laying down. Whoa! You got 30 minutes to do something. They have like, I don't want to say 8-minute abs. So remember they had the little workout videos.
23-minute workout that used to come on TV.
Yeah. I remember I seen like 8-minute abs, buns of steel, and all some type of shit, like some short time like you can use instead of napping or just laying down not doing nothing. From the 12 to the 12:30 mark, you can incorporate this, and there you have your workout, your exercise and stuff within the day and all the above. Because I choose to walk to work and stuff from the house and everything like that, I'm in a situation where each day, minimum amount of steps I do is 12,000.
Right.
So the minimum amount of steps, so to maintain a healthy body weight and everything like that was 10,000. I'm cracking that.
Yeah.
Because I was mindful and stuff for that. I could drive.
You could drive.
I could drive.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I don't have that workout time like, like some other people and stuff allow.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I know if I make this time to say like wake up this time and do this, and then when I'm done work, if I have nothing immediately to do after work, works for me.
Yeah.
So you have to find the time.
Yeah, you do.
And not everybody is worthy of your fucking time.
Not everybody is worthy of your time. And you got to start realizing how much time this may be stealing from you. Because I guarantee you out there, well, I mean, it's not really stealing from you if you're listening to the podcast or you're watching the podcast. That's quality time.
Yeah.
That you're spending quality time. Outside of that, this can rob you. Your phone can rob you. So you got to be very aware of that.
Agreed. All right.
Yeah.
Let's get to the Ask the Sons. First Ask the Sons question of this episode comes from Renegade. What are some signs that someone is into you? How do you know someone's into you?
Well, if she's a woman, she looks at you.
You buy me a drink. I know you're into
You
me.
buy the drink.
Fuck all the dumb shit. Buy me a drink. Pay for dinner. No, if you pay for dinner, I'm putting out.
You putting out?
I'm putting out.
You putting out?
I'm putting out. Now, will you take me to like a 5-star Michelin?
Oh, shit.
I don't know. I might have to sell my body too.
Singing Yellow Man. I'm getting married in the morning.
Hey, you got to put in the work.
Yeah, put in the work.
Put in the work.
I would say constant communication.
Constant communication?
Yeah.
I feel like if they're going out the way to make time, to see you, I think that's like that's the biggest thing and stuff like that. Because like if you talk to somebody like, oh, you seem so busy. No, I'm not that busy.
Yeah.
Be like, fucker, I heard you just said you got to build the Great Wall of China and stuff, do some repairs over there, fly to Cancun, go make some damn mixed drinks.
Yeah.
And now you want to kick it with me and yeah.
Yeah.
What time?
And
that's when I know you're into me.
And that's why I say constant communication. Because here we are, we're just finishing talking about where you say you are willing to give that time as long as it doesn't interrupt anything else to somebody who reaches out to you. Right? That person's got to make time to reach out to you.
True. Very true.
Right? So if you find like, yo, if I talk to you every day, I've included you in my schedule.
Very true.
Right? So that's what I'm saying. Like if someone is constantly reaching out to you and speaking, like, it doesn't matter what it could be the odd time. Like you said, like shit in the morning. Who's up in the morning? You call me like 5 o'clock in the morning because you know I'm up. Mm-hmm. You're up. You could have chose to call anybody else.
But you're here with me.
So I think your constant communication is a good indicator.
Nice. Next question comes from Donkey Punch. Which crappy genetics did you inherit?
I'm gonna say my eyes. These big ass eyes.
Yeah?
Yeah. When I was younger, I could never stare out a breast without getting caught. Damn you, big eyes! Was that shallow of me?
No. I dig it. I think the crappy genetic for me would probably be like, I don't know, I feel like my mom's side of the family, salute to all my relatives on my mom's side of the family. If you're hearing this episode,
yeah,
we got an anger. We got a temper. We got like, I feel like it's genetic. I don't know. The reason I feel like it's genetic, because I feel like at first I thought like, damn, maybe I'm a little too hot-headed and everything like that.
Yeah.
I look at all of them.
All of them?
They go 0 to 100 like that fast.
How old were you when you realized that if you didn't get a handle on it, it could be a problem for you?
22.
22?
22. Because there's a situation where I went out with some friends one time. Went with some other friends, and we were out somewhere. And a similar situation happened like when I was 18. So after my high school graduation.
Right.
So, okay, at the 22 moment and stuff, I referenced back to the 18. So at 18, night of graduation, we went out and stuff, whatever, to all go eat at this place stuff. It could be like, yeah, we free from high school and all the above. And there's some other dudes from other high school, and they wanted to get to like some tussling action. They wanted to fight.
Right.
So I'm like, all right, cool. We about to get it. Like, it's like 8 of us. It's like about 5 of them.
Yeah.
And one dude in from the pack of them, he lift up his shirt and he's like, I lost plenty fights, but my gun is undefeated. Right. That's a Jadakiss line.
Right.
Jadakiss is one of my favorite rappers.
Right.
I'm not gonna forget a line like that.
Right.
So you already brandishing your gun and stuff for that. I'm looking like, yo, this shit ain't even worth it. You know what I'm saying? At 22, a full kind of conversation and stuff, whatever, like happened where it wasn't me, it was someone else. So it's kind of like, if you said this person is a sucker, because I'm loyal to you, then that means this person's a sucker.
Right. Yeah.
So it was a situation and stuff like that, whatever. And the guy's like, stay there. I'm going to spray all of y'all motherfuckers and stuff. Don't let me leave out this club. I'm going to shoot all you bitches and stuff when you guys walk outside. Mark my word. And I'm looking like, and I was getting turned because it's kind of like, dude who I'm saying it was you and stuff. You're like, the fuck out of here. I'm like, what? We got a problem? I'm just ready to go.
Yeah.
And I was looking like, and I said to myself, like on that car ride going home and stuff, I'm like, the best wars are won without violence. I know this.
Mm-hmm.
I've been reading Art of War since I was fucking 16.
Right.
And here I am, not even operating in a way.
No.
What would Sun Tzu do? You know what I'm saying? And I was looking like,
war.
I was like, I'm doing something wrong.
Yeah.
So I started evaluating myself. I started looking at like my family members and everything like that. And I was like, look at my family members on my father's side.
Yeah.
A few and far.
Yeah.
My mother's side of the family, it's hot.
Yeah. Your father's side, they just into partying.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, that's where you get that party. You get the party side from your father's
Yeah,
side.
yeah.
Them love our party.
Yeah,
They
about that.
just
Like,
need an excuse.
yeah. Other side of stuff for the
Yes, they
earth.
do.
Yo.
They would make perfect fast food restaurant miracles.
Actually, but if you think about it,
yeah.
I have a few relatives.
These guys-
Fast food was there at 14 to be
Fisticuffs. Check.
Shit, so I would have had a bright future at Waffle House then.
You would have, man.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, and hair thinning out. Hair loss. Mother side, right? They blame on the mother side. Last question comes from Super Slow Motion. What is something that everyone should do before they die? That is vast. It's a good question, but that is vast.
Yeah.
I asked that to a woman on a date, like, I think like right before COVID, and she went in. But the one thing we did agree on, I want to say, like, if you can go somewhere,
yeah,
it could be with somebody or by yourself. You can go somewhere like away from like light pollution and actually like look at the stars on a clear night. That is a vibe I feel like no one should fucking miss.
Yeah.
I feel it because a camera, like, you know, when you take photos of the moon and everything, it can't recreate.
No, it can't.
That, whatever.
It can't.
That experience, I feel like that is a thing, is an essential thing. And her and I, we agreed on that. And to this day, like a lot of times and stuff, like if I go outside, I did this shit a few times here. I'm weird like that.
Yeah.
A few times stuff I've left here and stuff when, like, you know, especially like in the summer times or when it was warmer, and I've drove, and that back road, that Caledon vicinity, pulled over, had a phone conversation, just thing. And I was talking to a chick one time, she's like, you sound like you outside here, like cars or something like that. I'm like, I actually just pulled over to talk to you and stuff like that. She's like, you ain't no rush to get home? Like, nah, shit, what are you doing? She said, look, I'm like, I'm just here, you know, stargazing and stuff and everything. She's like, you're lying. She FaceTimed me. And she's like, damn, I can't see you. I'm like, yeah, because I'm dark skinned and I'm outside in the darkness.
Yeah.
And she's like, can I meet you? And she's like, never her wildest mind and stuff, she would have thought that somebody would be doing some shit. I'm like, yo, this is a vibe you just can't recreate. So I feel like the things that you feel like you just can't recreate, those are the type of things like that for that.
It's funny when you say that. It's like anytime I go back to Jamaica, it's like one of the prettiest things for me is to sit outside during the night, because we in the country. There's no street lights.
Yeah.
There's no, you know what I mean. It's just darkness and then sky, and then it's not a big city. It's not clouds of pollutions. So you're looking and you're seeing stars.
Yeah.
And then just to be out there to feel like the cool sea breeze and just hearing the birds, whatever's happening, all that sounds is happening during the night, that where you can't get that in the city. When you're hearing cars, trucks, this, that, and the third. It's like, you're right. It's like that, like that is something that you definitely have to experience, because I feel it's one of those things that it's a metaphysical experience.
It is. I'm an overthinker.
Yeah.
I'm an overthinker, right? So for a person like myself, like for me, it creates like a slow down notion. Like if everything is going like shroom, 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 and then when you're doing this, it's like when everything just like slows.
Yes.
And then now it's like my thoughts and stuff are getting together and stuff and everything. I'm like, I'm just a cog in this big ass clock.
Dude, I'm like that.
The world doesn't revolve around me.
I'm like that anywhere I go, and I start to feel my insignificance. Like if you put me,
I know the feeling.
If you put me right on a cruise, on one of those big cruise ships, I guarantee you, I'll probably stand on the side of the boat for hours just looking at the ocean.
I know.
And just thinking how vast it is and how insignificant I am to this planet.
Drop. I looked at I think one time we were talking about the underwater stairs in Japan.
Yes.
And you saw the scuba diver like this damn big.
Yeah.
And then the steps
And the step is like,
I'm like, who the fuck? I'm like, my mind would have started running like, who did this? What happened? And just to even look down and stuff, like I can just imagine it. And I'm like, you cannot recreate that.
you can't.
You cannot recreate an experience like that.
You can't.
You can't. You have to, it's something for everybody should do. And I'm
Yeah.
telling you, the simplest thing is to get away from light pollution. If you're a city person and stuff, whatever, I feel like, well, there's no more Greyhounds here. But I feel like if you take even a Greyhound trip or something like away from city parameters,
Yeah.
and just clear starry night.
Camp. Go try camping.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean glamping for us.
Glamping. Yeah,
Glamping for us.
I'm a boozy bitch. I'm a boozy bitch. I'm not like you regular folks.
But even the time when my sister had gotten she was in on this timeshare opportunity
Mhm.
out by Blue Mountain.
Mhm.
So they had this cabin. They got a couple nights there. So it was a whole bunch of us went out there because I think it was like maybe like 4 or 5 rooms in the cabin. So it was like my family, my sister's family, my other sister, all of us went up there. Middle of winter,
Mhm.
drove out there and just, it was one of the most peaceful, but it not the fact that it was just, it was a family outing. I think the family outing was just that more special because we weren't surrounded by anything else but nature. You know what I mean?
It's true.
So it was just that, like I said, it was just like a metaphysical feeling where it's just family and then outside just nature and then just no other interference other than that.
Super slow mo. This is a good question.
Good question,
It's a
man.
good question because the funny thing, I remember my friend's mom one day, he came with her, I want to say to like one of my spots, right? And I want to say way back when and stuff, I think my ex, she put me on to like the whole sheet thread count thing and stuff, whatever. Like, I'm a basic dude. Like, give me a regular type of sheet, but then,
Right.
I got bougie with it. She's like, yeah, so like thread counts mean a lot. And I remember my friend came with his mom and stuff like that, and she seen my sheet, she seen my bed, and she was like, one thing in life everybody should experience is laying on good bedding. And I was like, for real? She's like, no, good bedding would change the way how you think about rest and just enjoying your bed. Because she's like, it blows her mind how so many people spend so much money for a mattress,
Right.
and don't spend 0 time in this mattress.
Yeah.
But if you change the bedding setup and everything like that, I guarantee you'll get your money's worth out of the fucking mattress. So I want to be decent because she was an older lady. But I was like, I do be fucking on my mattress though. So I was like, I do get the use on it, whatever. I'm looking like, you know what? And I thought when she said it, I thought about it, and I think I changed those sheets, put on some other sheets and stuff, but the thread count and stuff was still up. Like for me, minimum like 400.
Okay.
Right? And I think when I changed the sheets and stuff and everything, and I laid down in the bed and I thought about what she said, and I was just like, yeah, money, or the cost, for me, money wasn't an option. Money wasn't an option. So I think one day when I got bougie and stuff, I'm like, 1,000 thread count. Bring it. It was like, yo. Then when I got to the cashier, I was looking like, shit, am I really doing this? Well, I'm like, all right, you know what? Buyer's regret is a little too late now. Swipe.
But then when you spread it on the bed and you lie down, you know.
You forget
right?
all about it.
Yeah, you just like,
You forget all about it.
money well spent.
Money well spent.
Yeah.
That's it, man. That's what I got. So say the Suns.
So says us.
So say the Suns this week. It says, not everyone has a paved path. Some walk on the road to riches on their bare feet. So say the Suns. Yeah, like everybody doesn't have like a silver spoon.
Silver spoon.
to work with or nepotism to kind of get them by and everything. And it's okay. It's okay. When you're on your walk to the riches, on the road of riches, it's okay. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be soft. You might fail first time and stuff, but though, so what? You got to keep going. Because I was about to say, you know what you want out of yourself and you know what you're capable out of. We can't tell you this. You know.
Yeah.
So keep on walking because, yes, that person next to you, their path is paved. That don't mean nothing. You might get there still faster than them.
Yeah. Listen, on your way, you might find a way to get you some shoes. So you're not walking bare feet again. And now your walk is that much more comfortable.
Yeah.
So I think the journey is the idea is just to keep it moving. I see this all the time, whether it's fast or slow. If you're on your journey to a destination, you will get to your destination as long as you keep moving.
Yeah. Agreed. Alrighty, folks.
Alrighty.
It's a wrap.
Wrap this one.
Yes.
This is
another one.
179.
I just show up.
You just show up.
I just show up.
I usually just go on, one of the preferred platforms and say that was the last number, and then I go ahead and name the episode the next number.
Gotcha.
Yeah. It's the only way I can keep track now. Is I think I might have to do some sort of schedule.
100 miles and running, man. Just
some
going.
sort of schedule.
Just going. Once again, man, thank you for rocking with us. Like, comment, subscribe.
All of that.
All of the above. Either we're two dumbass dudes talking about some intelligent shit, or we're just intelligent dudes talking about some dumb shit. You pick.
And listen, and all the parents, try not to strangle your kiddies over the March break.
Oh, yes. March break.
You know what I mean? Just, I don't do some chores. I don't do something. Yeah.
They can do every damn thing. Once again, thank you for listening to Podical Sons. Remember the difference between genius and stupidity is that genius has limits. Peace and love, y'all.
Peace.
Deuces.
The Podical Sons with not your average Joseph and Sofa King Marvelous.